Hello there, this is Theo from HGH Media, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make an extra 5k to 20k per month for your aesthetic practice by utilizing our simple 3 steps process. So in this video we're going to go over the 3 major components to get up to 30 new appointments per month. We're going to go over how to find good treatments to advertise and offers to advertise for your clinic, how to run ads that actually convert and produce high quality leads even in a saturated market. Now, how to convert these leads into paying customers in the most effective way possible, how to get leads to pay deposits over the phone and to actually show up in clinic and to really avoid no-shows forever. And finally, how to upsell clients more treatments and get them to come back, okay, which is quite important. So if you stay until the end of this video, I'm also going to give you an exclusive discount for working with us, you know, as a gesture for giving me your precious attention. I'm also going to give you an SMS sequence that allows you to double your Google reviews in less than 48 hours. And I'm also going to give you the phone script that our appointment setters use to book 38 consultations in a month for one of our clients. So now you may be wondering, is this a scam? Is this another like guru over promising and not actually delivering? And I would understand you if you're coming from this place, because a lot of our clients had bad experiences with marketing agencies. So you can have a look if you want at our website. We have testimonials, and this is one of them here. Dr. Hamad, who made like 8k in 3 weeks with thread lifts. So these are pounds, because most of our customers are in the UK and Ireland, but we also have clients in the US and Canada. So he joined in the first 3 weeks. He made about like 8k with thread lifts. Fidget Skin Clinic on average have been making 7 to 9k a month with Morpheus 8. New clinics, multiple 4 figures on a monthly basis with radio frequency microneedling. Rejuvenate Clinic, again 5k in the first 3 weeks working with us with hydrofacial. By the way, last month we booked them about like 38 consultations. So I'm not sure exactly how much money they made out of it yet, but this thing works, okay? So you can have a look at all these videos. These are real people on our website. They are making money. This works. And this information I'm going to share in this video is information you can't see anywhere online. There's no books, there's no podcast or YouTube video that go over what I'm going to cover. This information is new. It took us years to figure out like this process, and we're utilizing tools and techniques that no other marketing agencies are leveraging. So pay attention. Now let's address the elephant in the room. Who am I? So I don't like to really talk too much about myself, but you may, as someone that giving me his or her attention, I think it might be valuable for you to understand where I'm coming from and who I am very quickly. So my name is Theo Illouz. Been running HGH Media for over 2 years. We're helping aesthetic clinics all over the world generate more clients and make more revenue on a monthly basis. Been helping over 40 clinics, 40 aesthetic clinics and medical spa. Have a team of 8 employees at this moment. I personally started a couple of different businesses before this one, dating coaching business. I know it sounds a bit weird, but videography business as well. This is my first business, and then I decided to go over this one. I'm originally from France, but I do live in London, so you may not tell that I'm French. I don't look and sound French, I know. I love traveling, and I do drink a lot of coffee, so that's my guilty pleasure. But enough about me. Let's talk about the 3 major components that really are gonna dictate your success when it comes to online advertising, and these are massively important, and probably 9% of business, aesthetic clinic owners get that wrong. Even marketing agencies helping aesthetic clinics get that wrong. So here's the first one, the offer. So before I go a little further, I'm talking about online advertising here, because if you want to get more customers consistently, you can't rely on word of mouth. So the best way is to do online advertising. This is what we do for our clients. So if you want to do online advertising, you're gonna have to figure out a good offer. Okay, so that means a treatment to advertise and an offer, and this will basically be like about like 33% of the results that you get by figuring out a good offer and a good treatment. Now, you may think it's easy, you know, like I'm just going to advertise this treatment or that treatment, but it's actually quite hard. And I'm going to go very in depth, like how to find a good offer. The follow-ups, you can have the best treatment to advertise in the world and the best offer. If you don't know how to respond to inquiries fast or in a good manner, you're going to lose a lot of money. So I'm going to go over that as well. And the upsells, now you know how to get people through the door with a good offer and good follow-ups. How do you upsell them and squeeze as much juice as possible from the people coming in, okay? So these are really the three major components. Now let's go over a little deeper in the first one, the offer. The biggest mistake that I see business owners make is that they have this one treatment they want to advertise because they probably spend a lot of money on the machine, and they want to advertise this one because they're not busy with it, and then they advertise it, it doesn't work, and then they're like, okay, advertising doesn't work. That's not the way it works. You don't get to choose where you advertise. You get to give the market what the market wants. This is the only way to go about it. If you're trying to give the market something that they don't want, they will not buy it, okay? So like the only way to do that is basically to test, you know, what's going to work in your area, because if you advertise a treatment, depending on what time of the year it is, and depending on your market, your competitors, the time of the year, your pricing, and a lot of different factors, a treatment might work or might not work. And what worked 2 weeks ago may not work today. What worked a year ago at this time of the year may not work today. The market is completely changing, and the only way for you guys to find a good treatment to advertise is to test and test and test a lot of your treatments. So the more treatments you are, the more likely you are to be successful. I know it may not be what you want to hear. You'd like to hear a more simple answer, but this is what you need to hear. This is where most clinics are going wrong, and even marketing agencies are going wrong. They just don't do enough testing, and that's what we do for our clients when they work with us. We have a look at all their treatments. First of all, we have a look at the data, because we've been working with over 40 aesthetic clinics. We know what type of offers are most likely to work at what time of the year. By example, if it's summer, not a good time for chemical pills, not a good time for laser hair removal because it's sun damage. So after Christmas, a good time for maybe fat loss treatment and things like that. We know what's more likely to work, but even there, with all the data that we have, we still need to do a lot of testing to find out the market resonance. Now, overall, here are some guidelines for you to find a good treatment to advertise. We found that the clinics that are most successful, usually they advertise treatments that are popular, well-known, and in demand. Don't go advertise your weird treatment that nobody knows what it is or even want in the first place, okay? Like, advertise something people want, people know, and that is in demand. That's the mantra. I think hydrofacial works extremely well. Botox, fillers, Profilo, you name it, like these kind of treatments. Again, I'm not saying they will work for you, but this type of treatment usually works better. Now, I'm not saying you can't advertise like treatments that are a little more like complex and less known. I'm not saying that it can't work. I'm not saying that at all. You could advertise things that you know are higher price points or lower price point, but on average, that's what works. You can also use something called the Facebook ad library to get ideas of treatments or inspire on your competitors. So if you go to Facebook ad library right now, Facebook ad library, you can literally just type in all ads, and you would put, like, let's say if you're in London, you could type in like aesthetic clinic London, and now you can have a look at all the ads that are running in London. You can spy on your competitors, get ideas, see what they're doing, and hopefully not do what they're doing, because you know you want to stand out from your competitors. And that's something that we do for all our clients. We do some market research, so that's just a good tool that I just wanted to share here. And the offer, finally, you know, once you figure out a couple of treatments to advertise, you also need to figure out an offer for those treatments, because when people are scrolling, they want a good deal. Like, even if people have money to spend, for them to stop scrolling, you need something catchy, you know. You need an irresistible offer with a specific time frame and limited spots. for them to click on the ad. That's what we found works the best. Again, you can find ideas on Facebook ad library, see what other people are doing, or on Groupon. You can go to Groupon, see what offers the most popular and the most relevant, and get ideas from there. You know, these are offers that are going to be proven to work. Just a couple of examples that have been working pretty well for clients. 33% off your first Morpheus 8 treatment, or 3 areas of Botox and 1 mil of filler for, you could put your price there. 30% off your first hydrofacial treatment, 65 pound off your first microneedling treatment. Could offer, instead of doing a discount, you can offer vouchers, you can offer additional free treatment, you can also just offer like a free consultation. There's a lot of things you can do. You don't have to do a discount, but the more irresistible it is, and the better the results will be. Okay, so now you may be wondering, well, if I discount too much, I'm not going to make too much money, and that's going to suck. So another big problem I see business owners, aesthetic clinic owners make is they don't understand the concept of LTV. LTV stands for lifetime value of a customer. So when someone comes in, you have to understand that it's not about like whatever amount of money they spend right here and there. For sure, it's important. But if you discount a treatment and you feel bad because you know you're not going to make too much money there, or you might going to break even, you got to understand that. Like, that's just an example I'm giving you there. You know, it's not, might not going to be relevant for your clinic, but let's say on average someone spends like 200 pounds, and I'm talking about pounds because a lot of clients are in the UK, but you could put dollars if you prefer here. So 200 pounds. Some people come in maybe for less, for like 100. Some people come for 500, 600 pound worth of treatment, but the average purchase value is 200 pound. They come back 4 times a year, and on average they stay for 4 years. Like, if you get someone through the door on average, you know, over a 4-year period, you're actually going to make 3,200 pounds. So that's really the value we want to keep in mind here. You don't just necessarily want to have a look at the return on investment you get straight out the bat. And if you have this mindset of just getting rich quick, that's a very that's probably that you're gonna fail. Like, really, like our best clients all have this long-term sort of mindset, and these are the ones that have the most successful business, established clinics with lots of reviews, and they're getting booked weeks in advance because they think long-term. So I'm just saying that because it's a pattern that I've observed personally. So again, don't worry too much about, you know, the profitability of, like, when you advertise, getting people through the door. Don't try to make 10 or 20 times your money back straight like 2 weeks after advertising. You gotta wait a little bit, you know, for people to come back. Of course, you know, the goal is to make as much money as possible in the quickest amount of time, but you have to keep in mind this concept of lifetime value. I can't emphasize that enough. Now, how to run ads that convert. Now that you understand how to get an offer and create a treatment, you understand that it takes time to test and to pick the right offer. How to run ads that convert. The platforms, first of all, what platforms should you run ads on? You know, Google, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. There's a lot of them. You could do YouTube ads. The 3 that we found works the best: TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. TikTok is extremely good because it's not saturated like Facebook and Instagram are, and also it's really untapped market. You know, there's not a lot of aesthetic clinics and medical spas advertising there. So if you're not utilizing TikTok, again, like what we do for our clients is like we set them up on all those platforms, but most of the time we end up just starting with TikTok because of that reason of the market saturation, and the cost-ability is really good. But the best results oftentimes come from doing TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram, because once the ads are going to dry on one platform, you can advertise them on another platform and then get the very good results on the other platform. So the mix of the 3 platforms is what works the best. Now, ad examples, I could go ahead and show you some examples. If you're interested, you guys can message us on Instagram, and we'll send you ad examples. But I value your time, and I don't think it's the most relevant to actually show you examples of ads and landing page. So if you want, you can just ask us, you know, on Instagram, or just book a call with us, and we can do a demo call where we actually show you how that looks like. I think something that's more relevant would be to talk about how to convert leads. Now that you understand like basically what platforms to run the ads on and what sort of treatments and offers you can run. How do you, like, once you found a treatment that is actually good, and that people the market wants, how do you get those inquiries, those leads, and you convert them into paying customers? And that's really a very important point, because again, I don't want to over exaggerate, but like 99% of aesthetic clinics or marketing agency helping clinics, they fail at that. You know, oftentimes our clients complain that when they work with agencies in the past, they give them poor quality leads, they're time wasters, they respond to the ad, but they didn't know they responded to the ad. They didn't remember the ad, or they tell them, oh, call me back tomorrow, or they're just not interested altogether. That's a massive issue. And then you end up like chasing leads around, they don't convert, and you lose a bunch of money and you're frustrated. So how do you combat that? First of all, when we work with our clients, we do have a sales team. So not only we generate leads for you, but we also like have a sales team that will call all the leads on your behalf. And this is how we're able to generate crazy results for our clients. First of all, our team, they call leads fast. You know, the first things you can see here is speed. We respond to inquiries within 5 minutes, and the speed is massively important. In fact, there are studies that show that if you're gonna, like, when someone inquire, if you respond to them after the first 5 minutes, your chances to convert them are going to decrease by up to 400%. 400% less likely to actually convert. So the time is so important, and it's very hard for you if you don't have a dedicated appointment setter, someone that does that full time. It's going to be very hard to follow up with those leads, because if you're a practitioner and you're calling, you're busy running your clinic, doing treatments, and your front desk is also busy doing things, you know, so you may not have time for this. And again, like, the speed is so important. Now, it's not going to be always a thing where you're going to be able to follow up with, get a hold of them. So you need to be able to follow up. Our team, we follow up with leads up to 10 times. You know, if we can get a hold of them, we call them back, and then we call them back the next day, and again, you know, and that's the only way for you guys to make as much money as possible and not throw your money on the bin. You need to respond to them fast, and you need to follow up quite a lot. That's just how sales work. I know it doesn't sound sexy. You'd like me to say something else probably, but that's by doing the fundamentals. These are the sales fundamentals: speed and follow up. Like, that's what gives the results, guys. Skills also, like the quality of your appointment setters and their ability to have those conversations over the phone with the leads. It's going to make such a massive difference when it comes to the success of your campaign. And if you hire someone from the Philippines, cheap, that barely speaks English, you're going to get such little results. If you have someone that is kind of good, the results are going to be kind of good. And if you have someone that are actually very good, the results are going to be very good. It's really black and white. And I know it's not what you want to hear, because it takes a lot of time to train someone. You gotta review their call every day. You see the 4 steps that I wrote here is accountability. What we do at HGH Media for our team, we get on the call every day. We have a look at the numbers. We have a look at the amount of leads we generate on the day. And if they called like all the leads, we'll listen to their calls, give them feedback. And because if you don't do that, you could have the most skilled person in the world, but they will stop performing because you're not watching them, and you're not holding them accountable. So I know it doesn't sound sexy, but that's what gives results. You know, it's not like this new AI thing that's going to give you a result. It's not like this secret email marketing thing, or it's really the basics, the fundamentals that gives results. And that's why we triple down at HGH Media for our clients. Review our calls. We hire appointment setters in that have like background in the medical field. Some of our setters are studying surgery and dentistry, so they're familiar with aesthetic treatment, the medical world. Some of them have background in sales, and we really just like push them to the limit, pay them on commission to align our incentives. There's a lot of things that go into like having someone that will follow up with the leads in a good way, and that's really what we do. And finally, the human connection is so important. You can have someone skilled good at sales, but if you don't create that human connection and you don't sound friendly or authentic, you may gonna convert leads, but they might not gonna show up. And that's why we also train our team to develop that human connection with the leads, to not only represent your clinic to the highest degree, but also just get them to show up, and because we don't want people to sound like they're robotic. They sound like they are, you know, like reading off a script, you know. And for our clients, we also send them like whole recordings so they can listen to what we are doing. And we put so much time and effort into, you know, making sure that our team does an amazing job. And these are really the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major components when it comes to lead conversion: speed, follow-up, skills, accountability, and human connections. It's probably a lot more things, but these are the fundamentals. And if you don't get all of these together, your results are going to go down. Now, I could show you a cool example again from one of our setters to show you the quality of like what we're doing, but I don't think it's the most relevant. So if you want an example, just message us on Instagram and we'll send that over to you. Now, just to give you an idea, and these are not fake numbers, but if you have a bad appointment setter, I remember for one of the clinics that we work with, they were calling the leads themselves, and they have someone like that was kind of okay, making calls, you know, but not responding on time, maybe following up once or twice max. They were booking like 5 to 10 appointments per month, you know. That is about it. When we started taking calls, we got them over like 30 appointments per month with paid deposit, and they weren't even taking deposits before. So we tripled, if not probably even more, quadrupled their results just by having someone that knows what they're doing and by following all the steps that I mentioned here. So the difference between an okay appointment setters and a very good one is just the amount of results you're going to get. So how to get the leads to pay deposit over the phone and show up? The answer is Stripe. You may be wondering, what the hell is Stripe? Stripe is a payment processor platform that allows you to send invoice over the phone and get people to pay via Apple Pay or Google Pay. So that's a game changer. Most clinics don't know that and don't do that. But if you want to pay people to come, show up, and filter out time wasters, you need to get them to pay before coming in, okay? Otherwise it wastes your time, and the best way to do that is through Stripe, because in one click, you know, we set up our clients with Stripe, quite easy to do. Then we get this cute link with your logo, and basically they're going to pay like $20 to $50 up front, and then it's going to ensure that you, first of all, you get their credit cards on file, and also that they're going to show up. So and they're going to be much less reluctant in giving away their credit card details, because if you're trying to ask for credit card details over the phone, it can create a lot of friction. So but if you send them that sort of link where they can pay in one click, that's going to make it much easier. So that's a game changer, and that's why we've implemented at HGH Media and what we help our clients do. So again, what you need to do to collect deposit and get people to show up is collect deposit over the phone, create that human connection. Even if you get a deposit over the phone, but you don't create that human connection, they may not show up. So that's why it's so important, that human aspect, of sound like friendly, sound like you care, you're genuine, you ask questions, and you may just ask them, how's your day going? It's something even not related to the treatment, not sound pushy or salesy. Now, also another major components that we do for our clients is we schedule leads no more than 3 days in advance. Again, it depends on your availability, but we find that the sooner we can schedule them in, and the more likely they are to show up. These are all like small details, but it's like one small detail plus one small detail plus one small detail that's going to make your clinic make lots of money through advertising. Okay. Now, also reconfirming their appointments 1 day before is something that we do for a client, just to make sure that they're still showing up. And again, you can charge a no-show fee if they don't show up. Like with the beauty of Stripe is you get their credit card details on file. You can tell them on the phone, cool, if you don't show up, it's £50, $50, $100, whatever, and then you can show them, like charge them that in one click. Okay, that's very effective. That's going to eliminate time wasters forever. You'll never have to worry about people not showing up, and even if they do not show up, you'll charge them a no-show fee to compensate for the time that you lost. So now, how to upsell clients and get them to come back. It's quite important. You can have the most now that you know kind of like how to get people through the door, you have to understand how to squeeze the juice from them. sounds bad, but that's really what it is. You want to make as much money as possible from them, and again, your goal shouldn't be to make as much money as possible from the first session. You want to find a way to upsell them. As an example, one of our clients asked him for rejuvenate clinic. Last month we booked him like about 38 consultations in clinic for hydrofacial. Is selling that for £99. So you may be wondering, that's nothing, especially for something like hydrofacial. Like, what am I gonna make money? I'm not gonna make money like that. But he's upselling people. He's upselling people. Like, he's really good at upselling people packages of 3 or 4. Like, even last week he sold like a basically £1,000 worth of treatment, like 3 or 4 facials with like a cryo skin treatment, making £1,000 out of one customer, just because he has like a process that I'm going to explain in a second to convert people from just coming in to upselling them. And that's really what you should be focusing on, just getting them through the door and upsell them a lot of treatment. Now, I'm not saying you have to do hydrofacial, and it also depends on like how established your clinic is. We have clients where they're already very busy, but they just want to promote the higher hand treatments because they're already very busy. So they don't need more customers, they just need more quality customers. So that's an angle you can do. And if you have a look at our testimonials on the website, Dr. Ahmed did that. He was selling thread lifts. We got him like 4 clients in a month, £2,000 per client, making him an extra like £8,000 in 3 weeks. So for him, like, his strategy is more like quality over quantity, and that's something that can be viable. But for someone like Asim, it's more like quantity, and then upselling. So it always depends on your clinic, how established you are, and how the room for more like customers that you have. You may not have room for like 40 new appointments a month. So it all depends on these things. And that's something that we help our clients figure out also on the onboarding call. So now, how to upsell clients more treatment and get them to come back. Okay, so you got to get clients through the door with a popular treatment, ideally something that gives instant results. Again, that's just what we saw works, but we had like instances of like sometimes higher end treatment also works. So you don't want to close yourself off to that idea. And it's always, we need to do some testing and see what works the best for you. Because at the end of the day, even though we've worked with a lot of clinics and we have a lot of data, we never know for a fact what's going to work for you until we test. But overall, we found that a good strategy for a lot of our clients is to get people through the door with a popular treatment that is in demand, that people want. And the more it can give like results fast, and the easier for you it's going to be to upsell them. Now, the process that you can do, and that's been working well, is to take before and after photos. Let's say you get someone in through the door. I'll explain like one of a client, like basically is doing like hydrofacial. They come in. He has like the skin analysis machine. If you don't have that, you could just take a picture, with good lighting. But if you have a skin analysis machine, it's even better. And put them in. It gets like a 3D idea of a 3D picture of like their face, and then it does the hydrofacial, and then they love it, and then it shows the results, on the machine, so they can really compare the quality of their skin like before and after, and then it explains what additional treatment could, what sort of additional treatment. And what he does after that, after delivering the treatment, he explains basically how we could help them with other treatment, and it showed them also case studies and before and afters. So you get them for one treatment, and then you tell them, okay, here's what we could do from now. If you want your skin to be to eliminate wrinkles in this area, or you want to tighten the skin, or get rid of your double chin, or maybe something else that they want, but here's what we can do. We can do this and that. And oftentimes what works is to give them a few options at different price point to see what fits their needs and budget the most. So option A could be, okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna upsell you like instead of 1 hydrofacial, you could do 2 or 3 more, and then that's gonna give you that results. Or you could say option B would be to do like a microneedling. You know, we can do 3 microneedling plus 1 facial or chemical pill, something like that, like a package together, give you a nice discount on the package. Or option 3 would be like, we'll do like a facelift, or we'll do like a Botox and fillers, or we'll do radio frequency microneedling. Like we'll do like maybe 3 or 4 treatments of those, combined with like 2 facials, you know, in between. And basically you give them like a lower hand option, a medium option, and a higher price point option, just to be able to fit their needs and budget the best. Okay, and these strategies have been working very well. And also you want to let them pick whatever option is the best for them, and give them like an incentive for them to go ahead and buy it now. So what you can do is to create a fast action bonus to give them that incentive, and to tell them, look, this is like the 3 different packages you could go for right now for the results that you're looking for, and if you buy now, we'll give you an extra chemical pill for free. You know, so any incentive like that, or like it could be a skincare product, is going to work very well for you to upsell. So overall, yeah, that's the structure that you can use to upsell people. And again, like upselling, your ability to sell is going to play a major part in the success of your advertising campaign. Now, at this point, you can either apply everything I told you and try to implement that yourself. You can spend months learning ads, or hire another marketing agency that's going to give you poor leads and waste your money, and just things just not going to work. You can spend months also figure out where to find appointment setters like we do, how to train them, get them to perform. This is a headache, you know, I'm not going to lie. It took us a lot of time to figure it out. You can also spend months figure out how to upsell clients, maybe hire coaches and things like that individually, but it's going to take you a lot of time. Or you can work with us at HGH Media, and all the stuff that I mentioned in this video is like what we do for a client. We do our market research and offer creation to find out what offer is most likely to work in your area. We also create landing page for every single treatment that we advertise. We run ads on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. We do some testing. We test what platform is going to work the best for you. We test what treatment is going to work the best for you. We do a lot of testing. So we really implement everything I told you in this video, to find, you know, to increase your chances to be as successful as possible, you know, throughout that campaign. We also going to dedicate an appointment setter for you, like the lead follow-up right there. It's like an appointment setter that's going to make 100 to 200 calls per day for your clinic. We're going to follow up with leads up to 10 times. We're going to call them once a day, sometime up to twice a day. We also going to review our calls, send you calls reporting, so you can really see how your clinic is represented. And basically we're just going to get you more appointments on the monthly basis. Usually our clients get about like 10 to 30 consultations with paid deposit per month, and that ends up getting them an extra 5 to 20k a month in additional revenue. We're also going to give you a sales training, so you can, like, once we get people through the door, we to maximize your chances to upsell them, to make as much money as possible. So that's going to be training that's coming from some of our most successful clients. And yeah, basically you also get a daily report to see exactly the numbers, what we're doing, like how expensive the ads are, how many calls we make. We can send you call recordings as well, and so on. And we also have a money back guarantee. Like, as long as you follow our instructions, we'll be more than happy to give you your money back if none of this thing worked for you. Okay, so that gives you a peace of mind and removes the risks for working with us. So essentially we do everything, you know, done for you, from like market research to landing page and ad creation, ad management, and we take care of the whole like follow up, which is basically the biggest headache ever. And so that way you don't have to tell your team to call anyone. You know, you just have the appointment schedule in your calendar, and you just let us handle everything for you. It's done for you. The only thing that is that we help you do, that we can do for you, is the sales, and we help you also with that and give you some insights on how our most successful clients basically manage to upsell as many clients as possible and make a lot of money like that. So everything, when you work with us, everything is covered, from generating the clients, generating the leads, converting them, and to also selling them. Okay. And basically, now, who is this for? It's not for everyone. It's usually for clinic making at least 5 to 10K a month, that just purely because if you're doing less than that, you're probably not established. So if you have zero online presence, I wouldn't. We have some clients that have not a big online presence, but it's also like, in terms of like finances, you need the money to invest in this. So if you don't have any money to invest, that's not gonna work. So yeah, you need some money, and if you're not making like at least 5 to 10K a month, you're probably not gonna be a good fit. It's for clinic owners that are willing to spend money to make money. If you don't understand that, well, I know it sounds obvious for some of you guys, but like that's the mindset you need to understand, that this is an investment. It's for clinic owners that are looking to grow now. Don't like schedule a call with us if you're just not ready to go now, because for whatever reason, you know, like we want like action takers that are ready to grow now. It's not for practitioners that are just starting out. If you're just starting out, okay, this is we're not going to get you from 0 bookings to a consistent flow of bookings. You need to like get the ball rolling yourself, you know, get some referrals, word of mouth, get a database of clients, and get some revenue in before calling us, unless you have like a big amount of money set aside just for marketing. In that case, am I going to be able to help? But it's for people that are it's not for people that are looking to get rich quick or that impatient. You come work with us. We always tell clients this whole process that we create for you, it's not a like one night thing. You know, it takes us a bit of time. It takes us about 2 or 3 weeks to build it for you. Again, we're hiring someone for your clinic. We're doing testing. I know that's the difference between like agencies that are doing good results. That the attention, the differences in the details, and the monastic focus on some details, you know, that makes the big difference. So this is something that we built for you, and that doesn't happen overnight. Okay, so if you're looking to become a billionaire in 3 days, it's not going to be for you. And again, it's not for clinic owners that are shopping around or don't know what they want. So if you come on a call with us, please don't expect, I would say just don't be there. Like I assume if you're just watching this video, you already know what we do, you know how we can help. So we're not really gonna you know, appreciate if you just come here just to steal some information, because the calls that we make for our clients are quite valuable. So if you want to steal information from us, we've had that in the past, that's not really good. Or if you're just trying to compare prices here and there, and you're not serious, please also don't come on a call. Now, with that said, if you think you're qualified, please do book a call with us. Yeah, we'll be more than happy to speak with you. So all you can do is to head over to our website. You know, there's a book a call button, and you can have a chat with our marketing director, Noor. She will ask you a couple questions to figure out whether or not you're a good fit, and if you are, you'll then be given the opportunity to schedule a demo call with either me personally or someone from our team, where essentially I will go over the system, you know, that we're building, and basically answer any of your questions that you may have. So that's about it. You know, like again, if you're really serious about growth, this is as good as it gets. You know, if you're looking for someone like an agency that delivers, that we don't offer like 100 services, we don't offer SEO, we don't build websites, we're not going to do your Google ads, we're not going to do any of that. We focus on one thing and one thing only. It's just getting you more appointment through the door, and that's the only thing that we do. Okay, so bonuses. Now, I've promised at the beginning of the video that if you watch the entire video, you'll get bonuses. So the first bonus is the £500 or dollar, depending on if you're in the States, you'll have to do the conversion in dollars, but £500 discount on our services since you've been watching the entire this whole video. The second bonus that I'm going to give you is a video that go over how to double your Google reviews in less than 48 hours. So assuming that you have already a database of clients and they're somewhat happy with your services, otherwise they won't leave a review. But we have like an amazing like SMS sequence that allows you to get, you know, this type of results. And the bonus 3 is the phone screen that allowed us to book up to 38, not 40, 38 consultation a month for one of our clients. So we'll give you the phone script that allowed us to do that. Okay, so again, we're not a huge fan of scripts because we like to not sound robotic, but at least it give you the framework and the kind of tactics that we use for appointment setters, you know, to book those appointments. So now your voucher, in order to claim all these 3 bonuses right there, is demo 25. This is the voucher that will allow you to get all these 3 bonuses. In order for you to activate that voucher, you must book a call with us, with Noor, and mention this voucher, the demo 25. And when you're on a call with Noor, she will activate this voucher and send you a link with all the bonuses. Okay, and you'll be able to get that, to receive that. So thank you so much for watching this video. I truly appreciate it. I know it was long, longer than I thought it would be. I could have go in more details, but I've tried to keep it as consumable as possible. If you liked it, I hope you liked it. If you didn't like it, well, sorry. So again, book a call with us. The link is in our website. And finally, I would really appreciate if you follow us on socials, HGH Media on Instagram and on YouTube. On HGH Media on Instagram, we put daily videos, daily content that will help you grow your clinic. So even if you're not ready to book a call now, if you go ahead and give us a follow on Instagram, you'll get an updates and like daily value that will help you grow your aesthetic practice. Same on YouTube. I'm putting a lot of video there to help our clients, you know, grow. So even if you're not ready to sign up right yet, I highly recommend that you do subscribe on YouTube and watch some of our content there. So thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully I'll speak with you soon, and yeah, have a wonderful day. Cheers.